hallway. When we first arrived here, I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but... Oh, this is so hard to see. Ah, I hate it when it does that. Sonia, save me with your wall hacks.
Well?
Are you familiar with the placebo effect and the nocebo effect? Huh? The placebo effect is when your health improves after taking a fake medicine you believe is real. Yeah, Tanaka told me about it. And the nocebo effect is the exact opposite, which means as long as the human brain controls all other bodily functions, if the brain believes something is real, it will become real. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh my.
Huh? I'm not sure. I do not fully understand. What the heck? Oh, I really have to find a way out of this. That is painful to my eyes for some reason. Monokuma! Oh, hey, a pet. What did you evolve into, my pet? Usami? What? Okay. I've got Usami in my pocket now. The moment you discover that the truth was a lie, all hope will disappear. Back where I started. Ooh. Big object. Is this floating? That's impossible. There's no way something this big would be floating like this. But what in the world is it? Obviously, it's the gateway to Deva Yuga, dude. And the moment I looked at that object... okay. Wait a minute. Welcome. Welcome to the Neo World program. A person? A floating person is talking to me? Who is it? No, is this even a person in the first place? I'm not quite a person. I'm simply an artificial intelligence program. It would make me happy if you called me Alter Ego. That is the name my master gave me when he created me. It can talk? But what are you? Alter Ego? Artificial intelligence program? I am the master program behind the Neo World program. I'm responsible for creating and overseeing this world. However, only the observer has the authority to directly influence you guys. I can't actually exert much influence. In fact, my existence is one you don't normally meet. I'm sort of like an apartment manager or something. I may oversee the entire apartment building, but I lack the power to manage individual rooms. But the virus has infected everything I'm supposed to be managing. And because of that, this world I'm managing is acting very peculiar. Hold on. My brain can't follow what you're saying. Let me gather my thoughts first. Damn it, it's that feeling from earlier again. This floating, like my feet are hovering above the floor. It's like I can't feel my feet or the ground. Like I can't even believe my own existence. Hey, you should know, right? Where is this place? Tell me, what is the Neo World program? The Neo World program has omitted the data collection procedure for shaping the entire world. As such, only the data we collected during the experimental stage is being utilized. Specifically, that means the data detailing Jabberwock Island, where this research facility is located. I kind of forget what I was doing for Chihiro's voice in the first game, so excuse me if I'm getting it wrong. That is why the previous Jabberwock Island cityscape was restored. Ergo, if I am to answer your question, where is this place? The answer would be, mostly Jabberwock Island. Certain portions are different depending on the circumstances. For example, this school you're in. It appears this place is entirely under the virus's influence. That's probably why I'm appearing before you, too. However, even without the virus, these circumstances are a bit unnatural. It seems the launch was rushed, and because of that, there wasn't enough time to collect any data. I'm sorry, I don't really know the circumstances of the outside world. After all, I'm simply the overseer of the Neo World program. Most of its words, I understood what they meant, but I couldn't understand what was being said. There was no way for me to acknowledge it as the truth. It would make much more sense if this was a fictional world. Wait a minute, are you saying this world is a fictional world? I feel like I can't believe what's going on here. This missing sense of reality. All the mysteries, all the truths. They're all just fiction? Is that... Even so, I need to know. I need to know what this world is. Hey, can you tell me? Can you tell me what was the Neo World program used for in the first place? The Neo World program serves only one purpose. It's used to make the real world a splendid one. I guess you can say it's a program for creating hope. A program for creating hope? But the fact that we're here, and the fact that we don't have our memories, that's all the program's fault, right? Deleting memory is the first step towards replacing memory. Replacing memory data is one of the features of the Neo World program. With the installed memory control unit, it's possible to remove any time period you set it to. And from there, you upload the memories obtained in the virtual world. Removing memories of any time period you set it to? So Monokuma was right. We did lose our school memories. But why? Why us? Why were our school memories taken away? There's a reason for that, right? That is a mystery to me, too. Booting the program on the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, while it's still in its experimental stage, I'm sure there was a very good reason. But unfortunately, I don't know what's happening in the outside world. I'm sorry. Are you saying we're lab rats? That's the only thing I can think of. It just sounds like we're lab rats. The Future Foundation did that to us? But they're trying to save the world, right? Or is the Future Foundation not our ally? I'm sorry. I can't provide that much help. If only I was more reliable, I wouldn't have lost my authority to a virus like this. All these new words make my head feel like it's about to burst. Can you tell me more about the Observer and that virus? Well, for this session, the Neo World program was programmed to house 15 people, along with 2 monitors. 2 monitors? Yeah, they were disguised as a teacher and one of the students. They were intended to guide the participants in this way. By the way, the Observer in the teacher role has been given the authority to influence you all. But the Observant in the student role was not. They weren't given any special authority at all, so they'd seem the same as everyone else. What kind of a teacher, or what kind of authority, does the teacher role have? As an example, the teacher creates the rules of this world and manages them. If the teacher's properly managing the rules they've created, there is no risk of abuse. But because of the virus infecting everything, that has changed. It changed this world where violence shouldn't have existed in the first place. The Neo World program would have promised eternal peace. But just like the outside world, it's become a world filled with violence and death. What is the virus? I don't really know the details behind its true identity, but that function is beyond my capabilities. No matter how much I try to stop it, it behaves as if it already knows what I'm attempting to do. In the end, it stole the portion of my abilities which contained my authority to build the world. It was like it was a grandmaster chess player. I desperately tried to fight back so it wouldn't have complete control. But even so, a portion of the world has been modified at its convenience. She's probably talking about Monokuma rocking the funhouse. Based on what she's saying, it sounds like she's on the receiving end of a one-sided attack. But Alter Ego should be an impressive artificial intelligence that the Future Foundation created. I can tell that just by communicating with her. Which means this supposed virus is so smart, it surpasses this Alter Ego? If so, does that virus possess an artificial intelligence just like her? Damn it, what the heck? An artificial intelligence waging an attack against another one? That's so freaking irritating. But how did that virus infect the Neo World program? The Neo World program exists in isolation. It's impossible that it was infected through a network. I'm fairly certain someone physically uploaded it. Physically? Perhaps someone secretly brought an external memory drive containing the virus into the facility, and directly uploaded it into the main computer where the Neo World program is installed. Based on my calculations, that's most likely what happened. It was brought to the Future Foundation's facility, but the only person who could enter that facility is someone who was a member of the Future Foundation. Damn it, what am I thinking? Why am I assuming that what I just heard is the truth? Why am I assuming that everything is a lie? Observers has been added to the Truth Bullet section. Okay. Yeah. But It's true the virus is powerful, and that I'm completely overwhelmed by it, but I'm still able to defend the essential areas. So it has a limit, too. A limit? If it took over an observer, then it has to follow the rules of an observer. Such as... In order to end the program and release everyone, I need to follow the correct procedure and...
Okay, even if you're just a god in the machine, that's enough hints from you. If you're gonna say something more, suppose you exist between the life and death. The death of yourself is inevitable. If so, it can be parallel to the deflection based on the definition of existence that constitutes the relationship. From there, the paradigm change results by being cut off rapidly and causes a situation where your own existence is unobservable and accelerates and crosses with the joint ownership of the world and the situation from the context invites your death. Hey? Death.
What is going on? What the heck? What just happened? You're right there, aren't you? Someone's right there, right? Huh? Who are you? Are you different from the earlier one? Maybe he can't hear my voice from this side. I'm currently talking to the world through alter ego. Ever since you guys vanished into that space, the video's feedback has been pretty distorted. But even so, we were forced to watch you this entire time. Huh? The things you guys were forced to do, we were forced to watch it. Forced to watch us? I really want to save you right away, but because of the virus's interference, I couldn't. Our orders are no longer being accepted, including shutdown requests. The Neo World program is beyond our control now. In that world, that person created an independent country that doesn't accept outside interference. But Alter Ego created an opportunity for me to speak to you directly. If this means that's working, then it means the person I need to talk to is right there, I hope. Looks like this guy can't even hear or see me. Just who is this guy anyway? Is he our ally? Since there's no time, I'm gonna say what I need to say and believe you're listening to me. But first, I should apologize to everyone. I know apologizing won't help, but we didn't imagine something like this would happen. We never expected such an atrocious virus was lurking inside the Neo World program. But that's entirely our fault. It's our responsibility for not realizing it until it was too late. But it's not just the virus either. I can't say for sure the program didn't have any problems in the first place. To tell you the truth, I was unsure whether to run the program on you guys. But this was the only way to save you all. I wanted to save you guys. Save us? What did he want to save us from? Why would this save us? You've already seen the password to enter the graduation exam ground, right? You know, 11037. 11037? That's the number we found at Izumi Castle. The door to the ancient ruin was supposed to open after you finished gathering the hope fragments. From there, you guys were supposed to challenge the graduation exam. However, I prepared that password just in case something went wrong. Like I said earlier, I had my doubts this program was perfect. Even if the chance was slim, I thought the observer might end up going rogue. That's the reason I left that 11037 password in a place where the teacher world would not be able to go. I never thought Nagito, who saw it first, would erase the password. Anyway, I'm also the person who set the password to that number. That number contains a secret. Someone close to me left that number to save me when I was in a dilemma. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm entrusting that to you all. I'm entrusting that will to you all. I've entrusted it to your future. But that person is trying to abuse the graduation exam. I'm sure they're going to crush you with despair, using the graduation exam that's waiting for you. But I want you guys to endure it without giving up hope. I want you guys to withstand it until I get there, because I have a secret to defeat them. Does that mean he has a secret plan to defeat Monokuma? In a worst-case scenario where an observer who has the role of teacher goes rogue, I've prepared a hidden command to use at the graduation exam site. It's the forced shutdown sequence. Forced shutdown sequence? Even a teacher's authority can't stop that command. It's a way to end this, so that you guys can choose on your own independently of the observer. Which means even if they stole the teacher's authority, they shouldn't be able to stop it. If you use that, you guys will win. However, in order to start the forced shutdown sequence, you need more than half the number of people. And in order to do that, I need to somehow get that number. Askajau Yayate Adermanov Kiyobashi Baba Death.
Say what?
What was that just now? Hey, Hajime! What was that weirdness just now?
Nothing, really.
I see.
Anyway.
Oh well, anyway, that's all the hints you're gonna get. If that no-good artificial intelligence tells you any more useless stuff, I'm gonna butt it again!
Did Monokuma not notice what just happened? It's been a while since I've spoken at length, but it was important to talk to you. It was worth waiting a long time here. Hey, about that guy just now. There shouldn't be anything else for you to ask me. I see. It'd be bad if Monokuma overheard us. That means Monokuma doesn't know about the conversation I had with that guy just now. You guys have a weapon. A very powerful weapon. It all depends on how you guys use that weapon. The only thing I can do is prevent the virus's invasion with all my might, so you guys can use that weapon. The rest is up to you all. Do your best. Do our best, huh? But what do we have to do our best at? The mystery's getting solved. I'm finally starting to see the truth. But what are we supposed to do with that truth? When that truth is really a lie? We know we're working towards a conclusion that nobody wants to hear. But still, do we really need to work hard and do our best? Is there really a reason to do our best? If everything was a lie, then isn't everything just meaningless? It's the same for the killings, too. Even though we had to experience something as painful as that, something as tragic as that, wouldn't all of that be meaningless, too? When the world is flipped over and becomes so irrational, what am I supposed to do? 11037 has added... I remember now. I did not initially remember the 11037, but now it's all coming back. Okay, let's get out of here and go to what I'm assuming is going to be the graduation ceremony. Exam thing.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
That's a nostalgia trip for you.
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy. See you soon.
A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. We fatefully turn and sprint so it doesn't wireframe and do that again! He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Trippy. This hallway doesn't end! Class trial, ground 1. Alright. This place.
Yo.
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems this is going to be the final place.
However,
This place is... Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different from the one before. We've been here before, right? Yeah, this is the place the door of the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey,
It seems pretty strange we've been in that other building till now.
damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something. If this is a dream, then this too is very...
welcome.
So, you finally arrived! Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game! After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island.
you.
You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool.
From before. This trial field actually inspired the one from before. So, in a way, this place is the original.
Hey.
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course.
If that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we have to decide, what do we do?
Now
Ahem. Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
yes,
There are
indeed.
2 options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it will be treated as an absence and not counted.
In other words,
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
Then,
The result is based on our majority vote? Ahem. If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there, an event that's kinda like a graduation ceremony, called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
no.
You can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current?
Shut up.
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My. Which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation program, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right.
After the vote, I'm gonna judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it.
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Well,
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier,
no way.
but you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because that's how it has to be? It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway,
Even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterwards, you cast your majority votes, and from there, we move on to the graduation program. But why do we have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is... You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means you're just stalling for time then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
that is...
There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know?
so
Doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That is why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
You pissed me off.
What's with that chump comment?
I can't ignore that.
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't
How
forgive
dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me. I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then, before you die, sear my power into your memories. And we will save. Hello world, hello world. Okay, what's that? That's very strange. I didn't gain any new skills because we haven't had any new social time since that happened, so let's just go ahead and begin.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic. Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
This world's true identity. If I answer this, it will be true. and that lie will become the truth. But there's no way I can leave it unanswered. Okay, Hangman's Gambit. They're moving very quickly, but there's not as many of them this time, so far. Give me an eye! No! Damn it. Alright, I'm just gonna get rid of these. I don't need to save them for later. I just need to be careful. V-I... R... Oops. The only way to do these at this point is just kind of race through them. And just try and hope you don't have too many collisions before you get the word in.
This world. This Jabberwock Island we're on.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock Island.
Hey!
So, this isn't the real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world.
That's not really a twist, because I feel like it's been pretty heavily foreshadowed, almost spoiled at this point, by everything they've said. Even back to the very beginning, I remember Monokuma saying something about settings, and how he was going to, like, set your outward appearance, and he could change things. And I kind of suspected we were all inside, like, a computer program, but I felt like I didn't really want to give that away. So, I mean, you can believe me if you want, or not, I don't care. It's not an important issue, but I don't think that's the biggest twist that we've had so far anyway.
You get it? It's all just one big game.
I'm reserving judgment on how I feel about it all being a virtual world until I see the ending.
Are you friggin' serious?
Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard! Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit? If this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now? That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
I know. The all-in-your-minds trope makes you feel such cruel despair. But who cares? I've revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line. 'Cause it's a game.
Then we were forced to kill each other.
'Cause it's a game.
A lot of crazy shit happened.
'Cause it's a game.
Oh my gosh.
We're the only people here.
'Cause it's a game.
Shut up!
Monokuma's nonsensical abilities.
'Cause it's a game.
Don't fuck with me! That's not even possible!
I know you guys are pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games. So just force yourself to accept it. This closed space, this game world, was the true stage of this killing school trip.
Just stop. There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna believe that.
Back in the day, people must have reacted the same way when they first saw the airplane take flight. But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us? You better not say we're fictional characters.
The Future Foundation created this world using a program called the Neo World Program. It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing directly with the user's brain. Which means your body still exists in the real world. But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something.
This is getting really close to that run of Animal Man comics where the main character figured out he was in a comic book and somehow became aware of the reader.
Simply put, you're, you know, not aviators, but...
You mean Avatar, right? An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body.
But we're not just regular avatars, right?
You're Avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
Your gallbladders!
What did you remove?
The specific thing that was removed from our bodies. He's definitely talking about our school
I
memories.
see.
What was removed from us was our school memories, right?
We're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy?
On the one hand, I like that they actually explained the memory loss in this game, but as I said when I played the first game, it was one of those things that I didn't really care about being explained.
Don't talk like that!
Like, I just accepted it as part of the plot.
Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. Like this is a game world. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
This world is a virtual reality created by a computer program. We can't proceed if we don't accept it. Is believing him really the only thing we can do? Okay. I'll start there, but it also could be a list of subjects.
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatars made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
What game world? What avatar?
A list of
I'm
subjects
a
might be
human
there.
being with a real body!
Okay, I think I'm going to agree with Monokuma on that statement.
Is
where
there
he
any
says,
evidence that this is really a game world?
You really
You
lived that
are the
life with less of
evidence.
subjects. Because we got that
What does
Hiyoko
that mean?
Sayanji newspaper. In that
Your
world, from that
avatars made
world.
of memories from before you entered the school. But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
That must be it.
I never expected to be firing an agree bullet at a Monokuma statement.
Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping. There was a picture of Hiyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hiyoko we knew.
Like an adult? What does that mean?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school. But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives. Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you are saying that happened to Hyoko?
It appears Hiyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko.
I can't believe that. You're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had memory loss, your body still should have grown during that time, right? So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
If we all met after we lost our school memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time. Since we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown.
No, hold on. If we didn't know each other before, and we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other, then wouldn't he have noticed a difference? Monokuma?
Crap!
Wait, what? Who would have noticed? I'm confused by the phrasing. Fuyuhiko?
You're the only one!
Just because he's short?
Hey, Fuyuhiko, you knew Peko for a long time, right?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, now that you mention it. Seems weird. No, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
Strange? What is?
Our school memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the Future Foundation would know the details, but around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
That long?
How long did you think it would take you to do high school?
Peko and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
Then I will use the power of earth, fire, water, and wind and
a
defeat you.
virtual world, and we're virtual avatars.
No, it's not that kind
Are
of
you
avatar.
saying we just have to accept that?
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like.
Good for you.
So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
Ah, this trope.
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that.
Keanu Reeves told me.
In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners. The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room. But in fact, his blood was not being drained. He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death. However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
I have never heard of this before.
As expected of Miss Sonia. Your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
What?
If a lie is a believable lie, you're saying it might become the truth? We're really just connected to machines and stuff. And our consciousness was uploaded into here. So we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Then, the Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
Enjoy these screenshots from the game world.
That sea, that beach, the buildings, everything. It's all a virtual world created by the Neo World program. It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
That's why, in the end... in the end, what? It was all just a creation. That's the truth. Oh, hello. The truth is it was all a lie. That is this world's truth.
If everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie? Hey, what are you getting at? I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
Then that must mean...
Yeah, but we've already established
That's right.
the whole
The
your brain
killings
makes
we
it
were
real
forced to
thing.
commit were part of some silly game. Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
Oh yeah, just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they died in real life.
So... You are saying everyone is still alive?
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Nope.
What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
Don't tell me. You mean...
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too!
Ta-da!
Then, everyone who died...
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death, but... That's why it's actually crueler instead. All that's left...
Are you saying
Oops.
they will never awaken again?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?!
That's horrible, but they're kind of funny.
Well, nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
What game? That's not what we risked our lives for.
It's getting very meta.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
Future Foundation? The people from the Future Foundation made us play this sick game? Everything was their doing?
Then Monomi and Chiaki were...
They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us. And then... they were taken out.
So our real enemy is the Future Foundation!
Not quite. The Future Foundation is our real enemy? Is that it? Is that really it? We even got an 8-bit version of the trial music. I love it.
The Neo World program was developed by... the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make a killing game.
Whoops.
Crap!
It's not a killing
The
game.
Neo World program was developed by... the Future Foundation, right?
Maybe I just have to use the actual
The
Neo
ones who
World program.
trapped us in here.
Because the evidence will say it wasn't created as a killing game. It's a... where is it? Yeah, it's a psychotherapeutic trauma fixing thing.
It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make a killing game.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. Originally, in the world created by the Neo World program, a concept like violence never existed.
Then, why is there killing going on?
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
Could it be that virus is...
You're right. Until Monokuma appeared, this island was giving off a really peaceful vibe.
Yeah. It didn't get weird until Usami was remodeled as Monomi.
Monomi, what sort of role did such a lost girl like her have in this world?
Hey, don't change the subject!